welcome to Healthy Monadnock Heartbeat. I'm Sarah Caseta, your host for the show. Today we're talking about the environment. People often think when we're talking about public health, we're just talking about government programs. But in fact, public health is all about protecting populations and keeping people safe from threats to their health and well-being. So the environment plays a big role in that. Today we're talking about Earth Day, which is actually April 22nd, and the Monadnock Food Co-op is organizing events this year. They'll be held on Saturday, April 23rd in Railroad Square. Joining me today is Megan Straughen, Sustainability Coordinator from Monadnock Food Co-op. Welcome, Megan.
Thanks for having me.
I'm so glad you could be here. So can you tell me more about what it means as your role as Sustainability Coordinator at the co-op?
Yeah, sure. So two recent projects we've been working on are commercial composting.
Okay.
So we've always composted in the back of the house for the store, but this new increased capacity is going to allow us to compost a lot more of our waste, so we're really excited about that.
Oh, good. And is this your compost for sale, or what happens to the waste?
Yeah, so it's hauled to Martin's Farm in Greenfield, Massachusetts,
Okay.
Where it goes through the composting process and is turned into certified organic compost that's sold to area farmers.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about how much compost is created? Did you say that already?
It's a lot. I think they're permitted to accept 15 tons of compost a day.
Wow.
So they're really having a big impact on the waste stream for the region.
And you mentioned another project?
Yeah, we've also recently started putting solar panels on the roof of the co-op. So this is a community solar project. It's the first of its kind in the state. The Monadnock Sustainability Network has been working on this project for quite a while. The solar power is actually owned by community members instead of a utility, which is often the case. And the solar panels just started being installed a couple of weeks ago, and we're hoping to have that live within a month or so.
Cool. And can we see them from the road if we go over there to take a look?
Yeah, on the lower portion of the co-op roof, you'll be able to see them, and then the full upper portion will also be covered in solar panels, but you won't be able to see those from the road.
That's great. And this generates power for the co-op only, or how does that work?
Yeah, so it is a grid-tied system, but it's unlikely that the co-op wouldn't consume all of the energy.
Okay.
So it's just producing a portion of what the co-op generally uses.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. So it sounds like as sustainability coordinator and the co-op, you're involved in a lot more than just the sustainable food system.
Yeah, we really are. So the co-op has ends policies, which are sort of like a mission statement.
Okay.
And so when we're making decisions or the board of directors is considering a decision, we're always referring back to those ends policies.
Oh, I think they're up on screen right now. We can take a look at them.
Yeah, so our ends policies are an accessible, community-owned downtown food market, a marketplace that welcomes and connects community, a healthy, sustainable food system, the support of local farmers and producers, appropriate education and training for the community, and a strong, sustainable, and improving local economy.
That's great. There are just so many synergies between the sustainable food system, our environment, and public health. So what do you have planned for Earth Day?
We have a lot going on. I'm really excited. So as you mentioned, our festivities are going on the 23rd of April.
Okay. And there's a website for everything?
Yes, it's monadnockfood.coop/Earth Festival.
Okay.
So the festival at the co-op will run from noon to 4, but there's a lot of programming going on throughout the day, starting in the morning with a couple of bird walks hosted by the Antioch Bird Club.
Okay.
The Keene,
I think we had some pictures of the birds. I don't know if we can pull them up right now.
Yeah, so we're pretty excited about that.
Yeah, there's the
birds. A new club, great. And then we also have some events going on at the Keene Yoga Center. They've opened up a couple of their classes for free in honor of Earth Day, which is great.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Yeah, the Monadnock Alliance for Sustainable Transportation, they're also leading a bike tour around the town of Keene.
I think we had some pictures of a bike tour, the trail. There it is.
Yeah, so that's where the tour will lead. It stops at each of the bicycle benefits locations around town.
Can you talk about the bicycle benefits program for a minute? Because I'm not sure everyone knows about that.
Yeah, sure. So if you purchase a bicycle benefits sticker, you get a freebie at locations around town when you ride your bike there.
Where do we purchase these stickers?
You can purchase them at any of the locations that participate. But if you participate on Earth Day in this bike tour, you'll get a free sticker.
Oh.
And then anytime
Nice.
you ride your bike to places like the co-op, you can get a freebie.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
We also have the Harris Center coming to do a family-friendly walk along the bike paths. They're going to be teaching about insects, looking at them, learning about them, which will be really fun.
Nice.
We also have a mini market happening by the Keene Farmers Market. That's going to be from 2 to 4 near the co-op.
Yep.
We have the Peak coming to do a live broadcast. The Keene Music Festival is sponsoring live music throughout the whole festival, which is really great. In addition to all that, we have over, I think, 60 vendors signed up right now to come and table.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that'll be outside in Railroad Square.
Yeah, so there'll be activities happening in Railroad Square and then leading along the bike path back to the co-op and happening next to the co-op as well. So it's going to be a pretty big festival.
Wow.
So a few of the people we have coming, the Caterpillar Lab is coming. They're great. They bring live local caterpillars to teach kids about.
There it is, yeah.
It's a really cool organization.
I've seen that before. My kids loved that.
Yeah, they're regular at the farmers market usually. We also have the Orchard School and Community Center coming. They're doing a year-long project making prayer flags. And for the month of April, their theme is Earth.
Okay.
So they'll be bringing supplies and people can make their own prayer flags with their hopes and aspirations. And
fun. And you take them home, or are we making a community art project?
Yeah, it's a community art project.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Very fun.
The Monadnock Sustainability Network is coming to provide some education about the solar panels that have gone up on the co-op.
Great.
They'll also have information about the guide that they've put together based on this project that churches or farms, other institutions can replicate.
Okay.
Which is great. We also have some vendors coming to sell like locally made wares and goods.
Nice.
Krista's coming from Focal Jewelry Designs. She crafts.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, she crafts jewelry out of old cameras.
Wow.
Which is really cool and interesting. We also have Owen coming from Corson Clay. He's a really amazing potter.
There's some of this pottery up on screen.
Yeah, so he'll be selling his wares there as well as a lot of other vendors too.
That sounds like so much fun. So people should definitely visit the website again, monadnockfood.coop/Earth Festival.
Yes.
All right, and then anything else going on that day?
We also have Celeste Longacre coming. So she's the author of Celeste's Garden Delights, which is a great book that we sell at the co-op. And she'll be doing some demonstrations during the day about fermentation. She's teaching people how simple it is and easy it is to make their own fermented products at home.
Good for probiotics, good
Yes.
for digestive health.
Yes,
That's
definitely.
great. Well, I think we have a clip to look at of Celeste making some fruit kvass, if we can bring that up.
Hi, I'm Celeste Longacre. I'm the author of Celeste's Garden Delights. I live in Alstead, New Hampshire, and Celeste's Garden Delights is a book that's designed to help people to be more self-sufficient and to be kinder to their environment. So what we're going to do today is we're going to demonstrate how to make a fruit kvass. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some fruit, and you can take any kind of fruit or vegetable that you want, clean it up, and then we're going to just cut up. I already washed the oranges. Okay, so we'll put a little bit of orange into the jar. All right, you can use apples, you can use kiwi, you can use tomatoes, green beans, whatever you want, whatever you have around. Say you make a pumpkin pie and you have a little bit of pumpkin left over, you can make a pumpkin kvass. So you can actually make these kvasses for pennies at home because all you need is a little bit of fruit and vegetables. Oops, there we go. You can also make them with dried fruits. I have some raisins here that I'm going to put in. All right. And I'm going to add a little bit of purslane. This is a very common weed, but it's a really nutritious weed. It's probably the most nutritious thing that you have growing in your garden because it has 7 times the beta-carotene of carrots and 4 times the omega-3s of spinach and 6 times the vitamin E of spinach. So rather than just throwing it on the compost pile, what I do is I let it grow in between my rows of stuff, and then I pick it and put it in my kvass, or I steam it. So then we're going to add a little bit of salt, not even a whole teaspoon, and some fresh water. Now you want the water to not have any chlorine or fluoride or anything else in it because you're trying to get the little microbes to actually ferment the fruit. So we'll add the water, leave a little bit of airspace at the top, put the cover on, shake it up good, and then you put a towel over it, and you leave it on the counter for 2 days in a warm kitchen. If you have a really cool kitchen, it might take 3 days, but a couple times a day you want to just shake it. Maybe once a day you could let the gases out. And then at the end of that 2 or 3 days, you would strain all the fruit out and put it in the fridge. And then I put just a splash with every glass of water that I have all day long. So you don't want to drink it straight, but just a little splash. And that gives you lots of probiotics and it keeps you healthy. I've actually been making this for about 4.5 years. And since I started making it, I haven't been sick once.
That looks good. I love kombucha. Welcome back. I'm Sarah Caseta, and I can't wait to try kvass. I'm Sarah Caseta, Healthy Monadnock Heartbeat. Today with me is Megan Straughen, Sustainability Coordinator from the Monadnock Food Co-op, and we are talking about Earth Day festivities happening on Saturday, April 23rd in Railroad Square. So Megan, a couple other things happening in the region, or what else is going on?
Yeah, there's a lot happening before the 23rd and also throughout the region on the 23rd. There's a really great thing happening that's sponsored by Machina Arts, Friends of Public Art, Arts Alive, and the Keene Downtown Group. So they're sponsoring an art exhibition which explores environmental and sustainability themes with works that incorporate recycled materials.
Oh, great. And local artists?
Yeah. So on Friday, April 22nd, they're taking these pieces of artwork and they're putting them in downtown businesses. It's going to be like a scavenger hunt for participants. It's going to be really fun.
Where do we get the scavenger hunt guide?
You'll have to check our website for that. I don't think that that's been put out yet.
Okay.
But we'll have all the details on our website.
Okay. Cool.
So on Saturday, they're going to take all those pieces of artwork from those businesses and move them over to Railroad Square along the bike path and next to the co-op. So people coming to the festival can also view the artwork there, which will be really great.
That's fun.
Yeah. In addition, on Thursday, April 21st, Antioch University and Whole Train Journal are sponsoring what they're calling a totally open mic night at Odelay Restaurant on Main Street.
This is Thursday, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's going to be really fun.
Totally open mic night.
Yeah.
What do they mean by that?
Their description is a spoken word feast featuring songs, stories, slam poems, theatrical monologues, and comedic skits exploring earthy themes, sense of place, sustainability, and environmental protection.
Wow, and so anyone can do this?
Yes, anyone's welcome. All forms of spoken word and original music are welcome. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
Odelay's a pretty new restaurant in that location. So
it looks really nice there. I peeked in the windows the other day. I haven't actually been in yet.
Their food is great. We also have another event happening at Antioch University. They're showing the documentary Reuse.
Oh yeah, I think we have the movie poster for that.
Yeah, it's a really great documentary. They're showing that on Friday evening in their community room. We're pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
It's a fairly new documentary. And then we also have some activities happening at Mount Monadnock on April 23rd. So it's the annual Meet the Mountain Day, which is
some pictures.
Yeah, so that's sponsored by MEAR, which is the Monadnock Ecological Research and Education Project, which is a really great organization. They'll have staff members there around the park to educate visitors all about the mountain and its flora and fauna, animals that live there. They're also going to have a falconer with live birds of prey, which is really cool.
Wow.
So you can check those out. They're going to be hosting guided hikes, some for families, some all the way to the summit. They have a whole array of stuff going on.
Nice. Is there a certain time that people should show up at the mountain, or is it all day long?
Yeah, the activities happen from 9 a.m. to 2:30.
Okay.
So it's all during that time frame. There is a small admittance fee to get into the state park, since it is a state park, but all the activities happening inside of the park are free.
And of course, if you're paying money to the state park, it's going directly to preserving the mountain as a natural resource. So
it's a great cause. Yeah.
That's great. That sounds really fun. So you guys have organized so many activities. There's a lot going on. Definitely should be referring to that website to remember it all.
Yes, and people are still signing up. We're still accepting people that want to come and table or sell their goods. So if you're interested, definitely contact me, get on our website, and we can get you involved in the day.
Okay, great. And are you doing any other kind of promotional events around Earth Day?
Yeah, so for Earth Month, for the full month of April, we're introducing some new promotional items based on environmental sort of problems we saw happening at the co-op. So we use a lot of disposable packaging, which we are trying to get away from. So for instance, We used 11,000 of these cups in 1 year, which is a big problem. Recycling is great, but we really want to try to reduce consumption as much as possible. So we have been working for several months now to introduce some branded items that we are hoping will encourage people to bring in a reusable container instead of using a disposable cup.
Yep, those look good.
Yes.
How do I get them?
Yeah, so they'll be for sale at the co-op starting April 1st. We're selling them basically at cost. We're just trying to get people to get in the habit of bringing these items in for their coffee or their smoothie, and instead of taking a disposable cup with them. And so we've got an extra special promotion going on for the month of April for Earth Month. So we've partnered with Brew Bakers and Prime Roast. So anyone purchasing this coffee mug from Clean Canteen will receive some punch cards. So they'll get 3 free coffee fill-ups from Brew Bakers, 3 from Prime Roast, and 3 from the co-op.
Wow.
Which basically makes the cost of the cup free.
I need one.
So we'll have those as long as supplies last. And we are really thankful to Prime Roast and Brew Bakers for helping us with this effort. And we're hoping that way people will get in the habit of carrying that cup with them wherever they go around town for coffee or tea.
That's great. Oh, you guys have done a great job. So thank you to Prime Roast and Brew Bakers for helping make that possible, for sure. And thank you, Megan, for coming to Healthy Monadnock Heartbeat today. I have a little gift for you from Healthy Monadnock.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This is wonderful.
A reusable shopping bag.
Yes, and a most excellent water bottle.
And a reusable water bottle.
Thank you so much.
Reduce our waste. I can't wait for Earth Day. It sounds like it's going to be so fun. I'll definitely check out the website again, and hopefully I'll see you there. And thanks again for coming on our show.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you, everyone, for watching Healthy Monadnock Heartbeat. We look forward to seeing you at our next show.